Hi, I'm Anna Stewart, and today I'm here to channel Christ. Today is going to speak about what it feels like to be an intuitive person. The experience of living on Earth isn't the same for everybody. We sometimes think that other people are having the same experience as we are. The way that we think and experience emotions, the way our body feels and moves, the way we experience sleeping, eating, being together with other people, or being in a romantic relationship. It's just simply not how it is. There are a lot of different dimensions on Earth right now, more than ever before. Human beings don't all live in the same one, which means that while we share the Earth space together, we don't always share vibrational space. Our hearts simply don't exist exactly on the same levels at the same time. That can make it a little bit difficult to understand each other, which is why I want to speak today about what it's really like to be intuitive, to be empathic, to be spiritually sensitive, or just to be a person who feels and sees other people for who they really are, beyond the guises of the ego and the personality self. It's not always an easy path to take, to be a person who's really conscious on the Earth these days. The Earth has a lot of difficult things going on, and when you're really conscious, those things enter into your awareness and can cause some havoc, especially if you're sensitive. Empathic people have a harder time with this than other humans because they live on a different dimensional plane. As we raise our vibration, everything around us changes as well. What used to be a closed system, the human body, brain, mind, and heart, is now an open system that allows things to enter into it and transfer its vibration. We become like a radio station, ready to not only take in radio frequencies, but also to emit them. These vibrations are sometimes really, really helpful when they come from higher realms or other helpful empathic friends. But oftentimes they can be very hurtful to those who are sensitively inclined. That is because when you hold a higher vibration, the lower vibration will disrupt your systems. Your physical body is literally living in a higher vibration than that of perhaps a neighbor who is a lower vibrational body. So when they are having a physical problem that's on a lower vibration and your higher vibrational body feels that, it can cause a problem. Your body isn't used to digesting the lower vibration anymore. A lot of very intuitive people are having a lot of very strange physical ailments. And a lot of those have to do with changes in vibrational frequencies and the inability to really cope with lower vibrations as they're coming into our systems and causing problems. There was a time when almost all humans lived on the same vibration. It made it a little bit easier for the body. You interacted with people on the same vibration as you, and you ate food that was on the same vibration as your human body. These days, it's not the case. Humans are wildly differing in their developmental rates and their vibrational levels, which means that sometimes we're eating food that's much lower in vibration than our body can handle. Or we have a friendship whose thoughts and feelings are of a much lower vibration than the thoughts and feelings that we're used to having in our body. So we're basically ingesting into our vibrational system things that are causing problems. Because this is happening so quickly, we haven't really learned all the coping skills that we need as a human family to really mitigate the problems that can arise as a result of these vibrational discrepancies. As the human family evolves, we'll realize that a lot of illnesses or ailments are actually caused by vibrational problems. Until we reach that point, empathic people have to sit down and really think about what they're engaging with in their lives. It becomes a process of very, very deep discernment. What am I eating? Who am I interacting with? What kinds of things are coming up for me as I speak to certain people, and what are the effects afterwards? That isn't to say that you can't be friends with people or be loving towards them. That's pretty much the whole point of life, isn't it? To be loving to other people. It's more that we have to care for ourselves as well. As empathic or intuitive people, it's our responsibility to maintain health emotionally, spiritually, vibrationally, so that we can be present with other people when they actually need us. Once this discernment process happens, it leads to some really, really positive changes for intuitive people. Those changes involve choosing the foods that you eat, knowing what kind of vibrations cause difficulties, and maybe avoiding daily interactions with people that are causing you problems. You can still show your love in very, very deep ways to those people, but ingesting their energy through your intuitive function isn't that way. To take in other people's energy isn't actually loving. The highest love doesn't need to take in another person's energy to love them. The highest form of love doesn't need any energy at all. Love is beyond energy. When you remove the guilt from creating those boundaries around yourself, it will really help to create a lifetime where you feel harmonious and free from vibrational health concerns, emotions that are difficult to handle, or just sensitive overwhelm that often happens to empathic people in the world. You're not required to ingest the energies of other people by talking to them on a daily basis or being around crowds. My message to you is find other ways to show your love by expressing your love. Receiving in the energies of others is not the way. Putting out your loving energies is the way. As an intuitive person, you may have to lead the way of others who come after you. Most humans are raising their vibration very, very quickly. There are going to be people around you who start to experience the difficulties that you've probably had an entire lifetime. They're going to need guidance. They're going to need an empathic ear to listen to their concerns. And you're going to have the advice that they might need to hear. As an intuitive empath, you've already walked the path to learn to honor what you're going through without guilt, and to change things so that they make sense for you, so that you can be healthy and harmonious enough to gift yourself to the world. That's the path. I can't tell you exactly what you need to do. For that, you need to listen to your intuition. The intuition will always know how to clear itself of negative energies. It's usually guilt that gets in the way. Oh, I should do this, but I can't because the other person needs me. That's usually what I hear from the minds of people. There are a lot of budding intuitives these days. It's wonderful. It means that people are entering into their hearts and listening to their highest truth. The soul speaks through intuition. Eventually, everybody will be intuitive, and we'll all speak to each other that way. It's much easier to communicate with another intuitive person. You simply know what the other one is thinking, feeling, experiencing, without words. To receive the kind of empathy that you, as an intuitive person, gives is the biggest gift that anybody can receive. And when all humans are able to give that to each other, it will be a real marvel to behold. We are on that pathway right now, and you are the forerunners of that path. You as intuitive people are walking ahead, perhaps falling into a few pitfalls along the way. But those pitfalls are there so that you can learn quickly and teach others. So don't despair if you're having difficulty with your intuition or your highly evolved empathy. They're beautiful, beautiful gifts that need to be honored and cared for a little more delicately at times. Remove the guilt and honor what is. Taking time for the self will only gift more to others in the end. The young people of tomorrow will face a lot of the same challenges that empaths are facing today. We as an older generation need to hold out a hand to them and offer them guidance. We can't do that if we're all depleted, overworked, overstressed, and overgiving of our heart to everybody while absorbing negative energy. The kindest thing you can do for humanity is to take care of yourself. Breathe light into your energy field every day. Recognize where things are negative and create boundaries around those situations. Gift your love wherever you feel called, but not out of guilt, out of a true calling. Listen to what the heart says. It will not lead you astray.